Hi everyone, welcome to Peka Palais. Today is a very important and special video, but before I get into details, I would first like to say welcome to my channel. I'm Patrice, and while you're here, you might as well subscribe, like, and drop a few comments. I am doing a 6-week countdown. This is currently my 5th week, I believe. I am counting down all the way down to November 25th, which will be my last video for 2020. Aww. My birthday is November 23rd. I'll be turning 16, so I might be dropping 2 videos that week. As many may know, America's Election Day is coming up really soon. It's actually next Tuesday, November 3rd. I was actually with my mom today. She went to vote. I was observing her vote, and she was telling me afterwards why it's important to vote, as well as why it's good to know the candidates. I personally cannot vote because of my age, but after seeing how committed my parents are to voting, I realized that not everyone has that commitment, or not everyone knows the facts about voting. So today I am encouraging people 18 and older to use their vote by sharing some very important voting facts. As many may know, America became an independent country in 1776. For the first nearly 100 years, only white men were able to vote. It wasn't until 1870 when black men were given the right to vote due to the 15th Amendment. The 15th Amendment states, "The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any state on account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude." In other words, this means that you can vote no matter your race, color, or previous condition of servitude, which is slavery. Mind you, this is men. It doesn't say gender or sex. It's men that could have voted during this time. It wasn't until 50 years after the 15th Amendment was passed, which is 1920, when women were given the right to vote, which was due to the 19th Amendment. Mind you, black men and women were still suffering from voters' suppression. Voter suppression was mainly in the southern states of America, and it was when white Southerners made it more difficult for black people to be able to vote. They did this by placing tax on black people just to vote, remind you, just to vote, and they even made some African Americans take literacy and reading tests. White Americans or white voters did not have to do this. And it wasn't until 1924 when Native Americans, or all Native Americans that were born in America, were given citizenship and the right to vote. Western states were still making it hard for Native Americans to vote all the way until 1948. 1948. And let's just go back. 1776 was the year that America became an independent country. So how come it took 94 years for African American men to be able to vote? And how come it took 144 years for women to be able to vote? And how come it took 172 years for Native American people to be able to vote? It is 2020 and people still suffer from voters' suppression. So if you are 18 and older and you're thinking of not voting this year, please use your right. Because there are people who are having trouble voting right now in 2020. Your life depends on it, as well as millions of others. Think about your family members who are not young enough to vote, or those who had to wait for them to even be able to vote. To continue on, I had a discussion with a few of the kids around my age a few days ago about what we thought about politics, as well as issues that we find important. So please stay tuned if you would like to hear what we discussed.